Game one. Warriors Celtics 120-108 final. The Celtics came out in the fourth quarter and just kicked the crap out of the Warriors. I mean, they could not miss. They had a 40-16 fourth quarter. I'm not sure, Parlay Kid, what's more impressive, the 40 or holding the Warriors to 16. I don't know. I guess shit's just not going to make sense. Tatum was 3 for 17.
Right.
Still favored to win MVP, by the way. Brian, I know you didn't like some of Steve Kerr's lineup decisions late, but what a shellacking.
No, I thought it was awful. So he ended the third quarter with like Iguodala, and they're fine, whatever, you want to get him some minutes. But then he starts the fourth. I get, granted, I know people need rest, but he starts the fourth quarter. You're up 12, right? Starts the fourth quarter with Iguodala, Porter, Poole. Like, that group he had out there was terrible. They were terrible as soon as that fourth quarter started. Those guys should have been out within 30 seconds. They call a timeout. They keep Iguodala in the game again, and then he throws like an 80-foot pop-up in the air for a turnover the next play. Like, so that just right away, the momentum, for as good as the Celtics shot the three, and maybe they were going to win anyway, but that momentum just went away so quickly in that fourth quarter. And by the time he didn't put Wiggins back in until 5 minutes left in the fourth. Like, I don't get what he was doing.
Brian, Poole was, I was following, I don't know that the head coaches
stinks.
Care about this or followed as much. Poole was like a -10 when they were up 13.
Yeah, I think he's been a minus all playoffs, I think.
Yeah. I don't know, Parlay Kid. Is this going to be a short series? What are we looking at here?
No, this, you know what? This sets up, well, you know, do you want me to give am I giving a pick or am I just talking?
No. We're just discussing. We're just having fun here. It's anything not to talk about tennis.
This is my dream scenario as the bettor. So, because we know Golden State wins game 2. So, however you want to make your money off this game, they win game 2. That's
all right. You know what? Go ahead. Give your pick.
They beat them. They beat him so bad that they beat him so bad in the fourth that didn't even have to get into the free throw gameplay of at the end of the game either. They were so bad. It was so bad at that point.
Hey, look, Brian makes a good point. Boy, I mean, they let those guys play last night. There were not a lot of foul calls.
No.
On both sides. Celtics probably, because they are the more defensive, physical team, probably got away with a bit more, to be honest with you. So that certainly helped, but that won't be the case in game 2. This is my I think it has not lost yet this year, where the higher seed loses game 1 at home.
Yeah.
They always win, and most of the time cover in game 2. I know it's 4.5 now. Am I right? Has it moved up to 4.5?
Yeah. All right, make it official, Parlay Kid. Your game 2 picks. Yeah.
This series is going to the end. I said yesterday, I thought this series would be a matchup of close games. Maybe we're finally going to get that. We're going to look at one. You got to remember, that was an extremely unusual fourth quarter by the Celtics in terms of shooting the ball.
Yeah.
With Smart and Horford, especially
6 for 8
leading the way. None of those guys they're not exceptional three-point shooters. They didn't miss. Is that going to happen again? I mean, it's not going to happen again, most likely. It probably won't happen for another quarter in this whole series.
Right.
Probably not. Odds are no team is going to probably be that hot. Yes, was Steph hot in the first? Yeah, but Steph can do that again. He's most likely going to have other quarters or games where he goes off.
Right.
So, to me, Sal, and I think I might have been jumping ahead when I'm giving this pick because I think you wanted to
give your pick. It went from, I should say, the line went the game 2 line opened at 3.5, which surprised me. We always zigzag, right? Whatever it usually is in game 1. If the home team loses, you're going to give them a little more juice the second game.
Yes.
Went to 4.5, now back down to 4. So you like it at -4.
Yeah, so I'm riding with that. This Warriors, they win this game. I'd probably go for over the win margin of 10 points here, Sal.
Interesting.
I think, I'd probably take that one. Actually, I should take that. I don't know the line. So let me just take the line. Take the -4, take the Warriors in that game. But I don't think we're supposed to be making picks now anyway.
No, let's do it. We might as well. And Brian, you're going to go against the, we're zagging here, right? We're taking the Warriors, and you're taking Horford under.
Look, Horford in general, it's been great. He's one of the reasons why they are where they are right now. But I'm taking the under 11.5. He's been a nightmare. I will say to me, I feel like all postseason. I will say, like, in terms of at least games, right? Games I've bet against the Celtics, Horford, I feel like, has come up big. But since that early series with the Nets, Horford has not really had back-to-back offensive games. I would say typically he shoots like 4 threes a game, and I think I had said when I gave this out the other day, I think he had made 9 3-pointers in his last 9 games prior to that. So, Horford, I will say he will shoot when he's wide open. If he's wide open, he's going to take his shots. I don't think Golden State didn't really close out on him once on those open shots. So they're going to do a much better job containing him. Defending the 3, I think, in general. So I'm going to go with the under 11.5.
Even when he had made like 4 threes and they took that, and it's like, oh, he's not going to make that. What? He can't. What? He's got 6 now? It's really.
Well, Sal, it was so ridiculous that we had our buddy Alec texting us, asking us if Horford is a future Hall of Famer. That's how ridiculous his performance was getting.
Turned 36 today, too, D.
Did you see? Big birthday for Al Horford. All right, Harry, go ahead. Get us. I don't know what Jason Tatum. And like I said, he's still 3 for 17. Still right now, he's the MVP favorite. I guess because the Celtics are favored. I should mention that Celtics are now minus 170 to win this thing, take this thing down. And if you look at MVPs. It is Jason Tatum plus 130, Curry plus 145, Jaylen Brown down to plus 650.
What's smart at, Sal?
What's that?
18 to 1.
Smart's 18, yeah. Dre's 50, Horford 14 to 1. Harry, you're going. You like Tatum to bounce back here?
Yeah, plus 190 to record a double-double. Actually did it last night. Had more assists than points. He had 13 assists, 12 points last night. He's had a double-double in 2 straight games in 3 of his last 4. Would have been 4 in a row, but was a rebound short in Game 6 versus the Heat. And his last 2 games against the Warriors, he's had a double-double. So let's go Tatum to bounce back definitely on the offensive side, scoring the ball. And still, he's been fantastic either. Sometimes in games, he's gotten the double-doubles in the playoffs here with rebounds and assists.
Yeah.
He had 7 assists, I want to say, like halfway or a little past halfway through the second quarter. He just racks them up. He doesn't care. It's like, we'll figure out how to make up this difference somehow. But good Lord. All right, I'm going to say I'm going Klay Thompson, 20 or more points, minus 106. This is another gut bet. And the trend suggests even odds for this don't make sense at all. He's gone under 20 in 5 of his last 6. Here I go again. I'm doing the Harry analysis. But he averages 20 in 17 postseason games. You might say the big ones came years ago. But I just think it's got to gel for this guy for one game, and this is it. And especially, you go after a loss, Parlay Kid, you like how the Warriors do after loss. Klay Thompson, after the loss to Memphis, scored 30. After the loss to Dallas, he scored 32. I think the team scores 125 in Game 2, and I think Klay figures in big time. I like 20 or more at minus 106. Now, looking at some of these FanDuel specials, it's great. They have all sorts of stuff, and they keep them up, these numbers. By the way, I think I mentioned yesterday, just take the extremes. It's minus 9.5 for the Celtics, minus 9.5 for the Warriors. What was it, Brian, minus 9.5 for the Celtics? 340 or something?
It was at least, right?
I think it was something like that. Just keep betting the post.
I know the Warriors were what? They were plus
196.
So, yeah.
Yeah, and Parlay Kid, if you like that again, minus 9.5 is plus 196. But let's look at these. Where do I have them here? Oh, so you can bet all the series handicaps, who's going to win in how many games. Highest point average. Now Steph is minus 300,
wow.
Parlay Kid. What was he for the?
Plus 130?
He was plus 130.
That's what I was all over that. Yep.
So again, doesn't matter win or lose, that he averages the most points is minus 300. Rebound average, Looney, who didn't get to 10 for me, damn it. I don't know how that happened, but still the highest rebound, plus 145. He's favored for the series. Assist, it's Tatum, Harry, minus 140. Like I said, he puts them up so quickly. Dre is plus 360. And three-point average, Parlay Kid. You said this was even also? No, this had to be Curry.
No, Curry was like plus 115 or something.
Man,
like
minus 430 now.
He was a plus. He was a plus coming into to that as well. I think.
Yeah.
Tatum might have even been favored.
Yeah,
over
but
him.
Horford's winning that now.
What the hell are his odds? 34-1. 34-1. What if he doesn't take another one? He's got it.
Yeah, what happens with that?
I don't know. I think if it was tennis, everybody would lose money, I think. But they also have these popular parlays, and this is where I'm going big. Curry, 25 or more in all series games, plus 350. I don't think this is a huge gamble. First of all, he's averaging 25.5 for the year, 26.5 in the playoffs. So just maintain your average every game for the next 3 to 6 more games, and I don't know, could be closer to 3. Who the hell knows? But 7 of his last 11 games, he's at 25 or more. He just needs to take over to win. I know. Yeah. So, and he also needs a few more minutes, right, Parlay Kid? He's got to get in the 42-minute range. Maybe we find out this ankle is a problem and he can't get to the finish line, right?
I mean, that's the worry, right? Even last night, it was kind of like bothering him a little bit. So, yeah, I think they played some decently heavy minutes last night, these players, but now they should, especially the Warriors players, that they've had plenty of time off.
Yeah.
Should be fine.
I mean, I know he's not for this bet to win. You're not allowed an off game, but I think plus 350 should be closer to plus 250, somewhere in that. I like the risk here, plus 350. Curry, 25 or more in all series games. Harry, you like Marcus Smart to keep it up.
Yeah, I got him. Like him over 15.5 points average for the series at minus 106. He had 18 last night. He had 24 in Game 7 versus Miami. 2 games versus Golden State this season. He's had 4 3-pointers in both of them. And it seems like lately he's shooting a lot more. In his last 3 games, he's got 48 shots combined. 26 of them have been threes. I'll go over 15.5.
All right, Bri, you like Tatum. Wow, this is, we said highest assist average, minus 140. What was it going in?
You probably, it's a good question. Is he like 3-1?
Oh, I thought you said plus 4. What's plus 480?
He was plus 480. So, when I mentioned that, I did really like him to have the most assists in Game 1. Mm-hmm. So Game 1 he was plus 480 to have to have the most assists, but I just kind of forgot about it because when you think about it, I mean, this whole field in general, right, between even Steph and Draymond, it's like, I feel like the highest, 6, 7. I mean, they may have some, higher games, but right now Tatum is, he had 13 last night, so he's 8 assists up on the field so far. Yeah. And again, everybody else is kind of even, Tatum has done a good job, especially the last 2 series in terms of distributing the ball. So I think his average, like for the rest of the games, still going to be around 5 or 6. Everybody else for the series in general might just be 5 or 6. So I think, he's already got at least a game up on these guys. Yep. So I liked it at minus 140.
Parlay Kid, anything jump out at you? Or
yeah, I mean, like what Brian's saying, I also wouldn't something in regards to Tatum too. I'm not sure if I'm going to do this, but it's jumping out at me right now is when we talk about he is a very consistent. Even though I know his numbers were down, he was really hitting the assists yesterday. But like Harry was just saying before about his doubles the possibility, he's a pretty consistent rebounder too. And I know that because I'm always really taking the over on him in rebounds, over 6.5, over 7.5, and he's won almost every time I've ever bet him on that. So, I plus 1,400 in the rebounding department because I don't know if we have a standout rebounder in this series. If he gets a couple games close to 10, or in the 8 and has one big game, he could at plus 1,400 Tatum to be the leading series highest rebounder. But I also think Green's got a little bit of a leg up now at plus 240. He had 11 rebounds yesterday. He's got to do something to help that team, right?
Well, how about this, Parlay? I want to interrupt you, but in the Celtics Warriors popular parlays there, FanDuel has Curry highest points, Green highest rebounds, Tatum highest assists, 8-1.
Ooh.
That's for the series.
So what's Tatum? What's Tatum from most assists at anybody though?
Oh shit! Tatum is minus 140.
Minus 140.
Yeah.
I mean, Williams in there helps out a lot with those. They clicked last night with those alley-oops a lot of times too.
Interesting, Sal. 8-1.
Yeah, so Draymond, that's the one, right? Plus 240.
Yeah.
That's the one
still
that
low. It's not bad.
be closer. I like that. Go to FanDuel, hit that up.